Hey guys, I wanted to send you a quick update on how things are going. On the building front, I'm here in Unit 1, and it's kind of at the trim stage. We're starting to trim out doors and get it ready for its coats of paint. Unit 2 is almost ready for its coat of primer, and then it'll kind of be about at this stage as well. And then the 3 single bedroom units are in the process of being drywalled at this point. So that's kind of how the building front side things is going here in Townsville. We've also had some of the restrictions opened. Last weekend, they opened it up to groups of 10 people now can gather for just social reasons. So that's been really exciting. The trekking outreach team is really excited because that means that we can now start meeting as a group again. So we're looking at possibly next weekend going on one of our first weekend hikes, and getting to just interact with them a little more will be a lot of fun. This coming week, we're also going to have a lot of prayer focus here on the base, and really excited for that. We'll be praying about base things as far as kind of finances and what we should be doing training wise and some of that stuff, as well as praying for the city of Townsville and just how we can be ministering to the city and how God wants to work here. Praying for Papua New Guinea and what God wants to do in Papua New Guinea and how we can be partnering with that, as well as other ministry opportunities going forward. So another area that we'll be praying for is the medical ship that we have is back here in Townsville at the moment, and it's getting ready for its 5-year inspection. So we would really appreciate prayer for that inspection would just go smoothly, and that it would clear that inspection so that we can continue to operate it without having a lot of added maintenance that maybe needs to be done before then. Personally, I moved back to more my long-term housing. It's just a couple-minute walk off of this main campus, and just kind of enjoying getting back into the normal routine there. There's about 30 plus DTS students still here on base, and I've really been enjoying just this season of discipling them and encouraging them. And I'd appreciate prayer for just wisdom in how to do that effectively. I've been doing pretty well through this whole season, and it's exciting to kind of have some of the social restrictions opened up, because a lot of you guys know that that's something I love to do, is just hang out with people and play games and stuff. And so it's been weird in this season with the restrictions on how that's affected those things. My encouragement for you guys in this season really comes from being on the medical ship this last week. We got to just go see it, and was just reminded of how much of operations and how much of what we do on it affects what maintenance we can do, and how when you get shut down and when you're not operating or out at sea for that vessel, you're able to do a lot of added maintenance stuff that you can't usually do. And so was just reminded how kind of in this season, we've got a lot of things that are shut down, and we're not using them in the normal ways that we're used to. That's everything from maybe small groups that we're a part of to schools and work environments are all kind of affected by what's happening in this season. But let's really take advantage of this opportunity to do that added maintenance that requires us shutting things down. So kind of one really good example comes from a friend I was talking to just the other day. He works for a network company, so they pull cable and add kind of like your Wi-Fi systems and stuff like that into buildings. And he said that they've just been slammed this time of year. So because a lot of people aren't in their offices, a lot of the office buildings have been taking advantage of this opportunity to go ahead and update a lot of their hardware and fix things up there. So really take advantage of what that looks like in this season for you. So where you may not have a standard small group, or you may not be working in the same way, or you might have kids home that generally would be at school. Take advantage of that change, and really, play off the opportunities that are created there. I know that it's really easy to get lost in kind of the negatives that come out of this difficult time, but I believe that this season really can have a lot of blessings and a lot of kind of opportunity come out of it, especially in those areas in our lives that are kind of shut down at the moment, where we can do maintenance on them without it affecting how that system is operating. So yeah, just wanted to bless you guys in that today, and I pray that although we're kind of disconnected in some ways, I pray that Jesus would just point out opportunities in this season for how we can connect with people effectively. So I bless you guys. I pray that you guys would just have an awesome day, and pray that you just be encouraged by this video. If you want to chat more or catch up with me, feel free to send me a message, and I'd love to catch up with you guys either by phone or email or different ways. So especially if you guys have any prayer requests or anything along those lines, I love to know how I can be praying for you guys and sharing back in that way. So pray that you guys would have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you later.